Hi, Mike Gibson, JP Reilly coming to you live from SCAI 2016. JP, it's often said time is muscle. I think as a tribe, as cardiologists, over 2 decades, we did a great job of getting door to balloon times down from 2 to 3 hours, uniformly now to 60 to 90 minutes.
Yes.
I wrote a paper that summarized our 15 years of an experience with NERMI, and we've shaved a good 1%, maybe 2% mortality off with that. That's the good news. The bad news is we have people sitting at home for 2 hours and 45 minutes before they come to the hospital. Right. And if the math holds up very early on in a heart attack, that's about 2.5 percentage points of mortality benefit that we could improve by getting them in very quickly. So, tell us what you're doing in seconds count and how we can get those people in quicker.
Well, you're absolutely right. Education is what seconds count's all about. Education is very, very important to SCAI for both the practicing physician, the fellows, and then the patients. And so we created the secondscount.org as a patient education website for exactly that, principally making patients aware of coronary artery disease and heart attacks and the importance of early recognition and coming in early. Right. And that was the initial thrust, really, for secondscount.org. It's built into a more robust website than that, not focused just on heart attacks, but some of the other things that we do in the interventional cardiology community to improve patient care and enhance their lives and help them avoid sitting at home while they're making the decision, do I call an ambulance or just take some Maalox?
Yeah, when you break it down, it's fascinating. What are the barriers? Is it an educational gap, which you're trying to fill? Is it denial? Oh, this is just a little heartburn. The Maalox will help. Are you addressing the denial aspect as well?
Well,
it's hard to address.
That's really hard to address. I mean,
Are you telling them don't deny
it? None of us are trying to admit that that something's going wrong. We're optimists at heart, by and large, and so we're hoping that through education, dissemination of that information, as we like to say at Seconds Count, it's better to be wrong and going in and ask.
That's
right.
That's what I was driving towards.
Home, and be having a heart attack.
What about getting to the hospital? Are you educating people about the right way to get there? You call 911 and use ambulance services. Don't get in a car.
Time is precious.
Right.
So take advantage of the ambulance and the sirens.
Right.
Also, our EMTs and paramedics are all highly qualified to help initiate some care on the route to the hospital, as well as early activation. In fact, pre-activation.
Right.
It's so important that the EMS can call the hospital and verify, yeah, this looks like a real one. We should get the team ready. Let's just roll even right past the ER and go straight up to the cath lab.
And what about vulnerable populations? Women tend to be a group of people who deny that this could be a heart attack. Some of my favorite excuses are I didn't come earlier because I had to find someone to watch the cat. Yeah. They're always trying to take care of someone else. So, any special efforts directed at women?
It's so true. I mean, because they are trying to take care of someone else. And in fact, many times, I'm sure you've seen the man who comes in and says, I came in because the wife, the sister, my mother made me come in.
Right.
But then the wife, sister, mother is the last person to come in.
Exactly.
So you're right. We do try to make extra efforts. We have special segments of the site focused just on women and their health care.
That's great. Well, anything else? Tell us a little bit about Unbroken Hearts.
Well, part of making people, hopefully, maybe addressing denial or making people aware that it does happen to people just like them, is we've always had patient stories as part of the...
Stories are such a powerful way of changing behavior, right?
Yeah, and so we have a library of patient stories from, again, across the gamut of cardiovascular diseases, but the Unbroken Hearts campaign that Seconds Count and the PR committee started about a year ago, launched it at this meeting last year.
Yes.
Actually was really highlighting with some high quality video. Some stories of, ironically, we were talking about a firefighter, someone who's trained as a paramedic, who was on call in the firehouse and didn't want to disturb his brethren, and thought the heart attack would go away until he got resuscitated. But and several of the very impactful stories like that. It's been a tremendous success in really resonating with people and reaching out and spreading the word.
Right. Well, the patients and their families all thank you and everyone at SCAI for really bringing forth this educational effort. It's really great to see. Thanks.
I appreciate it. Thanks very much for your time, Michael.
And thanks to all of you out there for joining us live from SCAI 2016.